Welcome back viewers. In today's video we are going to check out the Fluxbox edition of Siduction OS. So I have already installed the Fluxbox edition. You can see it here in the session. The Fluxbox is available, and it is a typical greeter of Siduction. You got shutdown, reboot, suspend and login buttons alongside the session chooser, that is the Fluxbox session that is available, and your the typical username and password field. So let us log in to the Fluxbox. So Fluxbox is a window manager. If you want to know more about the Fluxbox, you can see it in our playlist ITX. That is the greatest Fluxbox implementation. I think the Fluxbox implementation in NTX is one of the best. Then you saw the Fluxbox edition of MX also. So MX is nothing but slightly modified edition of the NTX Fluxbox only. And there are some other desktop. I think in Arco Linux also the Fluxbox is there. So you can check out all those videos. So you will get a better idea how the Fluxbox looks, how it works, what are the different features. Because the implementation is little bit different in all the Linux distributions. So you can better appreciate Fluxbox if you check out all those videos also. Okay, so now we will check out the Fluxbox that is implemented here in the Siduction OS. So on the desktop you get the three icons. There is one manual. You have got this Siduction IRC link, so you can open the IRC chat for Siduction, and this is the home folder. If you click on the home folder, we will see now what is there in the home folder. So it opens up the Space FM file manager. So it is a very light file manager made by Ignorant Guru. So you can check out his website. So this is a very light file manager made just for the Fluxbox. You can see it here. You can go and check the other folders, system folders from here itself. There are tools like new command. In plugins, you can install different plugins for the URL handling, for the file handling. You can import file and URLs. You can also do the bookmarks from here. You can make the show device from here. So right now you can see it here. There are two devices that are logged in, and there are further settings to show internal devices, internal drives, empty drives, partition tables, mounted networks, mounted other maybe it is other devices. Ignore hide policy. You can show the different volumes. You can display the names of those volumes and drives. You can auto mount. So all the mounting options are given here. You can also do auto run on mount on audio CD, on DVD. So whenever any audio CD or DVD video DVD is inserted, it will auto mount and auto run. So all those things you can do it from here. Then there are some device handlers, protocol handlers, mount options, chain detection. All these things you can do it from the devices in the file menu, and these are the different views. So you can have multiple panels, that is multiple workspaces. So there is a panel bar also. The task manager is shown. You can auto hide or you can show the task manager. So we will go with the show task manager. So the task manager will be also shown here at the bottom. Then this is the event manager. So you can configure the event manager right from here. You can do this configuration for window title, window icons. You can go with the full screen mode. You can go with the design mode. There are some links to the preferences. So you can do the icon changes, size and toolbar icons, file list, everything. All this configuration done from the file manager view and preferences tab. So you can check this out. So these are the different configuration you can do to your file manager. And finally, in the file, you can see you can open directly URL from the file manager. You can do a file search. You can open a terminal, a root terminal, new window, root window. You can save tabs and you can exit from the file manager. So though the file manager is very light, but it has got a lot of features, and some of the features are very unique. You will not find in other file managers of the bigger, heavier desktops, but those features are found here. And now we will check out the bottom. So at bottom there is this XFCE panel. So this is a panel from the XFCE desktop. You can see it here. Right click menu is there. Yes. So in right click menu, I will just show you afterwards. So now on the panel you have got this. This is the application menu. It is a very light application menu. You have got the Firefox web browser. You have got the Space FM file manager launcher. You have got the terminal launcher, and at the right side the date time function is there. Now let us open the file menu. In the accessories section, you can see the application finder, BioBoo terminal, clipboard manager, midnight commander editor, run program, Space FM file manager is there, Space FM file search is there, Vim text editor, and the Zim desktop wiki. So I have shown you the Zim desktop wiki in earlier videos. I will not go in detail this time. Now we will go over to the graphics section. You got a document viewer, flameshot screenshot tool, XN image scanning program. In multimedia, you got the pulse audio system tray, pulse audio volume control. In internet section, you got advanced network configuration, Firefox web browser. The text chat is there, IRC is there, IRC client is there. SSH activate deactivate service is there, Thunderbird mail client is there. In office section you have got only the document viewer, you don't get the office suite. So but of course you can install it if you want. In other section it is empty. In settings you got advanced network configuration, alternatives configurator, it is a Siduction tool, Bluetooth adapter, Bluetooth manager, clipboard manager settings, configure cups, that is the configuration for the printer drivers. Pulse audio volume control, synaptic package manager is there, and tin2 settings is there. So this is the tin2 panels at the bottom. You can see it here. It is the tin2 panel. Either some of the Fluxbox have got the XFCE panel, but I think this comes with the tin2 panel. So I should my earlier comment should stand corrected that it is XFCE panel. No, it is a tin2 panel. So either you can have XFCE panel at the bottom or you can have a tin2 panel. In the system, you got the alternatives configurator, deconf editor is there, stop is there, GJ menu is there. So it is a kind of application menu. Kernel remover is there, so you can delete all kernels. Midnight commander, Siduction manual, Space FM file manager, synaptic package manager, termit, and the who watch is there. So now let us first open the stop process viewer. So you can see it here in the stop process viewer. It is using just 321 MB of RAM out of the 3.83 MB RAM allocated to virtual machine. Task only 45 tasks are running, 55 threads and 165 kilo threads are there. One is running. Load average, it is very light. You can see just 0.06, 0.09 and 0.12. So it is one of the lightest desktop. We cannot say desktop. It is one of the lightest window manager we can say. Okay, so now what we will do is we will go further, and now check out what is this GJ menu. Okay, so GJ menu is nothing but the menu we have right now seeing here. So this is the GJ menu, but it has got an entry in the menu itself, own entry in the menu. Now what we will do is we will open the synaptic package manager. And now let us try to install kernel from. Okay. Let us try to install one of the kernels from this synaptic package manager. So the kernel will be there. Let us see. Yes. So here you can see the different kernels are there. So what we will do is we will install one of the kernels. Say we will install, say, let us go for which is the latest kernel. I think this one is the latest kernel. So let us try to install this. Now you have to just apply. I think the headers will be automatically selected. Let us see. Yes, you can see it here. The Linux headers get automatically selected along with the kernel. So whenever you select the kernel, let me check. No, I think only the header is getting selected. So we'll have to separately select the same kernel with the same version of the Linux kernel as the Linux header is. So we have to go back with the version is 6.2.9-1. So we go for the kernel. Where is the kernel? Let me check again. Yes. So I think what we do is we unmark this. Let us try to go with the image 6.1. What was it? 6.2.9-1. Yes. Let us see what happens. Does the kernel header also get selected? No, kernel headers is not automatically picking up, because in Debian, if you install any kernel, the headers are automatically pick up. But in MX Linux, if you install kernel, the header will not be automatically selected. So you'll have to select and install the Linux headers manually. So here also it is manual. You have to select the correct Linux header with the correct version whenever you install the new kernel. So now you can see 6.2.9-1 is there, and you have to select the correct Linux header also. Now we will install this. Let us install the kernel and its header. So it is perfect. Now let us install. I will show you how to use the kernel remover. So first we will install the kernel, then I will show you how to remove the kernel using the kernel removal. So it will be a good uh, good practice to know how to install kernels in Siduction and then remove the unwanted kernels using the kernel removal tool or application that Siduction has provided to the users. So in different videos, I am trying to show you different things, different features that are Linux distribution specific, the different applications that are distribution specific. So each distribution in Linux carries some novelties, some features which are different from others. So I try to focus on those, because you see the desktop, most of the applications, everything is same. What is different is the feature set. The features are different. The background systems, the initialization systems, the filing, the default file system, all those things are different. The grep menu editor, the deconf editor. So all those things, there are plus minus in different Linux distributions. So we are trying to focus on that. So now I think it is installed. So what we will do is we will close this. I think a restart will be required. So we will reboot. So now you can see two entries are there. So I think yes. So one kernel is 6.2.9, that is we installed right now, and the older kernel is 6.2.6. So what we will do is we will log in into the new kernel and we will remove the older kernel using the kernel remover. So it will be a test of Siduction OS also, if the application is working properly or not. So we are reviewing the desktop. We are doing also the testing for the different desktops. So you get the opportunity to check out the desktops also, and check out the testing, how the system performs in our reviews. So it is multiple advantage for all of us. Now go to system. Now you have to open the kernel remover tool. Okay. So you have to provide your password. It will automatically try to Okay, so it is showing that only one kernel is installed on the system. I don't know why. I should pick up the older version of the kernel, but nothing is done. Okay, so what we do is we open the Synaptic Package Manager again, and then we go to kernels, and I think we will install a kernel of totally different version. So we will not go with the 6 version kernel. We will go with something very different. For example, let us go with the this RT kernel. So the RT kernel is there. So this is one new thing for you. So the RT kernels that are available in Debian are also available in the this Linux Siduction Linux. So we can install the RT kernel 6.1.0-7. So let us mark it for installation. So we will have to find its image also. So I think it was 6. Yes, 6.1.0.7. So now the kernel is also to be searched. So this is the kernel. So it will install the app armor also. Okay. So now we will hit the apply button. So here you can see the kernel and the header. So both are going to get installed. Commonality, let me check again. Commonality, why it is called commonality? Let me check. So you have to be very careful. Yes, so this is common. You should not install. Instead, go with this RT. This header is better. Yes, so this is better, and you remove this common. Yes. So now you go with this installation. Okay, so this common is also getting pulled up. There must be some dependency. So now it's totally right thing we are doing. So we can begin with the installation. You have to apply. Let us see what happens. This time at least the kernel removal tool should work. In earlier video also I think I tried to use the kernel removal tool, but it was not working. So let us see, this is the final try. This time it should work. Because RT is little bit altogether different from the standard kernel. So it should work. So app armor was not there by default, but using this RT kernel, the app armor has been added as a dependency. So this is another feature we are going to see in Siduction. So Siduction does not come with the app armor security by default, but when we install the RT kernel, the app armor is added. So this is also new for all of us. So whenever we check out do the detailed review, we check out all these things, because in many of the videos you can see it online, there are many reviews, but they are not in depth. We are doing it in depth. We are also testing the system. The different Linux distribution also get thoroughly tested, because we try to do different things in different videos. We just don't stick to the we can say only the some standard standard items in the review. We go in different applications, we check the applications, we check the system features. It is going to take some time because it is big 640 MB of install. Okay, I think the installation is complete, so we will. Okay, so I think there are some upgrades also. Yes, so some upgrades are also there, so we should do the upgrades. Okay, so anyway, upgrade will add another kernel, so we will not do it, we will cancel, and now we will close the. So okay, so I think we will have to apply. So upgrade is there, yes, some upgrades are there, we'll apply those upgrades. So these are the dependencies that were pulled up when we select the RT kernel. So some dependencies still were pending for installation. So now those will be installed, and I think now we can close the Synaptic Package Manager. Let us do a power reboot. Okay, so now we have got three kernels. You can see it here. There is a RT kernel and the two standard kernels are there. So we will log in into the RT kernel and then try to remove the older default kernel that came with the ISO. That is, I think, 6.2.6. So now we are also testing whether the RT kernel works properly in Siduction OS. So this will be a test of that only. Now we will just immediately log in. Let us see if there is change in any the session. No, session is remaining Fluxbox only. Okay, so now we will open the system menu and then kernel removal. Now let us. Yes, now the option has come to remove the kernel. So what was happening is the major version was same, only the difference in minor version. So the major version of kernel that we installed was 6.2.9. The older kernel was 6.2.6. So last time it did not offer us to uninstall any of the kernels. Then in the second try we installed the RT kernel and booted. So now we are booted with the RT kernel, and now it is offering us to remove the newer standard kernel that we installed in the earlier attempt. So we had installed 6.2.9. The standard default kernel that came with the ISO Siduction ISO was 6.2.6. So it is allowing us to uninstall the 6.2.9 that we had installed during our earlier attempt to install and remove the older kernel. So now what we will do is we will select the kernel that is available for removing and we will press OK button. So let us see what happens. So it is asking us for confirmation. Should I remove this kernel 6.2.9-1 Siduction? Let us see if it is able to remove it. Yes. So we could remove the kernel. So, but there are some you can say dependencies. So if the minor versions are same or different, only major versions are same and minor versions are different, then it will not allow us to remove the kernel. If you have two kernels, one is RT and one is standard, it will allow you to uninstall the latest standard kernel that it is latest version standard kernel that is found in the system. It will keep the older kernel, older standard kernel. So keep this in mind. Now let us check out the right click menu. So in the Fluxbox mostly is operated by the right click menu. You can see it here. If you don't install this panel also, Fluxbox will work. I have used this. You can check out the Arco Linux Fluxbox KDE plus OpenBox. I think the Fluxbox edition also in there. So there you can see you can work with this. In OpenBox it is totally right click menu. In Fluxbox you can have this. You can remove this panel. Still your Fluxbox will run. So there is this network manager, IRC chat, Siduction forum, web browser, Firefox, file manager, Flameshot is the screenshot taker, terminal. Here you will have to use, there is an option to use the Midnight Commander. It is a terminal UI based file manager. It is very light and very competent with lot of features. MC edit is there, SSH activate, deactivate is there. Let us open the MC edit. What is the MC edit? So it is some kind of editor. I have not used MC editor, so let me check how it works. So we will make a different separate video on this, but it is some kind of editor I have not used. So let us not go in that detail right now. Yes, we are in the right click menu. In applications, you can see in the accessibility there are X bind keys, so you can bind the different key combinations for the shortcuts and accessibility. And this is the Xmag. I think this is the X magnifier. In editors, you got X edit. We have checked this earlier. Graphics X window snapshot is there. Xcam is there, and the Xscan images. This is the Xscan application to scan images using the printer scanners. This is also same. I think this is camera or what? Okay, so now yes, so I think it is. So it is on. I think some camera or a scanning device. Okay, so we will go ahead. In science, you got mathematics, BC and X calculator. So this BC and X calculator, we have seen it earlier. Yes, so this is a scientific calculator. And what is Xcal? Yes, yes, we have seen the Excel. Sorry, we'll have to go back to science. What is BC? So this is another kind of terminal here. Shells, you got dash, dash, and sh. In system, you got system administration, so you can edit. iDesk is there. X bind keys config, so you can use this application to bind keys and make keyboard shortcuts. X clipboard, X font selection, X skill, and X refresh is there. What is iDesk? Let us see. It is not opening up. Let us open. So this is the Xbind key version. So you can create combinations of keys and make shortcuts to work and efficiently in your new system. In network, you have got IRC chat. WeChat is also given. XBeef is there. What is XBeef? Okay, I don't know what exactly was that. XBeef. Okay. In web browsing links, this is a browser. Let us open the browser. So I think this will open the browser using terminal. So you have to use terminal to open and do browsing. So links is a fully featured browser, www browser for users on Unix, VMS and other platforms running the cursor addressable character cell terminals or emulators. It also includes the VT100 terminals. Other character cell displays and VT100 emulators such as Kermit and Procom running on PCs and Macs. So this is, you can try this out. I will close this. Now let us check. In graphics, you got X window snapshot. Let us see. Yes, so you can take a snapshot, I think. But I think it is not working properly. Snapshot feature is not working. Okay, so I think I will have to close this. Yes, now it is closed. And editors, X edit is there. So here you can do addition of the text files. So this is a text editor, very light text editor. As the shells we have seen. Yes, so here in administration we have seen hardware X with tune is there. So this is some video kind of video tuner or graphics tuner. So you can use this to configure the video display or the monitor display using this application. Yes, I think I've shown you what is PS3, X console, everything we have seen in earlier video. So I will not go in detail. Aptitude package manager. So let us see. So this is just like Synaptic Package Manager, but Synaptic Package Manager is graphical tool and this is a terminal tool. So you can use this tool to upgrade, install, uninstall packages. So here you can see the installed packages number is 1234. Upgradable packages are 188. Not installed packages are 67,205. So I think all the packages from the Debian repository are available in Siduction. That's why you can see this is a very large number. Virtual packages 36371. So this package do not exist. They are names other packages used require or provide some functionality. So virtual package is nothing but the meta package. So meta package points to the dependencies or the dependent packages. So if you install say meta package for some you create a meta package for GNOME desktop, and if you click on the click and install the GNOME meta package, it will install the GNOME desktop. So it works like that. So now what we will do is we will just use it to upgrade the system. So we will be using the aptitude package manager to upgrade the system. So now you have to hit enter. So now it is showing the different sections. Say for admin, some packages are available for upgrading the admin section. So admin, now you have to hit admin. So in admin, there is this main Debian archive. So 19 packages are there that can be upgraded. So all these packages are ready for upgradation. And you can see the Flatpak is installed by default. So the Flatpak is there already installed in Siduction OS by default. So by checking the packages that are already installed and upgradable in the system, we can know what are the capabilities of the Siduction OS. So you need not install Flatpak separately, it is already installed by default. So after the Siduction OS is installed, you can directly upgrade and the Flatpak will be there. It is already there from the start. So this is it. So X11 some packages are there. So 3 packages of the X11 group of applications is there. And inside the X11 there is one subgroup called main, which has got 3 packages, that is the Spice VD agent, X server common, and the X server XOR core that is upgradable. So this is how you have to check. And now what you have to do is after you select the upgradable packages, you have to hit the button U. You can see it here, it is shown. You have to use the U button to update. So I will just click on U. So here you see updating the package list requires the administrative privileges which you currently do not have. Would you like to change to the root account? So you have to say yes. You have to select the become root, input your password, and now the upgradation has started. So we are using a different upgrade tool in Siduction OS that is called the Aptitude Package Manager. It is a terminal based text based or terminal based package manager. So this was very new feature, new application that we have now checked in the Fluxbox edition. So what happened? Did everything go right? Okay. So what we'll do is yes, building view. I think we have done the absolute and locally created packages. Yes, so you can see it here. We had installed earlier kernels. 2 new kernels were there. We uninstalled 1 kernel. So there are some absolute kernel and locally created packages. So we install on one kernel that is 6.2.9. I think we are uninstalled. So some packages belonging to the uninstalled kernel is there. So what we can do is we can remove that. So we have to click here. So here you can see the description of the. Okay, so the common RT kernel, some files are there that are lying on the system. Okay, so what we will do is we'll think how to go about it. You have to go escape and go back. So you have to use Q. Yes, so using Q you can come out. You can go back to the top of the tree. Now use your update command. Let us see what happens. Why it is not updating? But let us go. Let us go to the doc. There are two doc subgroup application that can be updated. Okay. Maybe we should first download. Yes. Okay, package is being held back. So those are 73 packages that are being held back. Okay. So these are the packages that are being held back. So what we do is we will come back. Let us go with C. What happens? C. Go with T. We go with question mark. Wait, close. Okay. Let me check how to use this. Okay, so first you have to update the list of, so capital small u will update the list of available packages. Capital U will mark all upgradable packages to be upgraded, and G, small g will perform all the pending installation. So first small u, capital U, and then small g. Okay, so we will come back. So first you have to do a small u, so it will upgrade all the packages that are available. So it will mark all the packages for upgrade. Now you have to go with first, click the caps button, then you hit the capital U. So now you can see the disk size that will be required for the installation of this packages updates will be 337 MB. You can see it here, and download size will be 368 MB. Now you have to again remove the caps lock and hit the small g, and now the installation will start. Yes, so yes, so I think we will have to, okay, okay, so I think now the installation actual installation has started. You can see it here. Yes, so now we have found how to use this. So it is very good tool, very light tool. It will not use much of the system resources. If we want, we can see it in here. Go to systems at top, you can see it here. Even with this installation, the memory usage is just 580 MB. So it is equivalent to XFC desktop RAM usage. Task only 43 tasks are running, and 43 threads are there. Load average is also very light. You can see it here. So I will keep this open. What I will do is, let us keep this open. So you will get an idea of the memory usage. So the advantage of using such terminal based applications is that it uses very low system resources, and such desktop window managers are suitable for the older system. So if you got an older system, you can install this Fluxbox window manager, Siduction OS Fluxbox window manager on the older system, and you can extract more performance from the system. So here you can see the memory usage is very constant, just 580 MB. So this is another testing that we are doing it. So we continuously test the systems in different ways. So you get a better idea which system will run better on your desktop or laptop. Yes, so the styles are there. Okay, so let this update complete, then we will show you the styles. One or two styles we will show, and then we will stop the video. So already I think the video is long. So what happens is, due to this different testing I do during the reviews, the videos are long, but you will enjoy this if you have got a technical bend of mind, if you are interested in doing testing, then you will enjoy my videos. You will watch my videos totally from start to the end. At least 40-50% of the video you will watch, you will enjoy it. So here you can see at the bottom, the RAM usage is now just increased to 615 MB. So still it is very light. It is lighter than the XFC desktop of most of the Linux distributions when doing some heavy tasks like updating the system. The total number of tasks running is still below 46, and the threads are also similar, not much change in the number of threads running. So this is a well designed system. And one other thing that you can see it here is the process CPU core usage. So only one core is getting stressed, and some of the cores are just lying idle. So 6 cores, 9 core, you can see those are almost idle. Only 2 or 3 cores are getting extensively used, and one core is getting the full load sometimes. Okay, so now there is a message displayed on the screen. A new version of grub uh, of configuration file, that is the grub configuration file, is available, but the version installed currently has been locally modified. So what you want to do about the modified configuration file grub? Keep the local version currently installed. Install the package maintainers version. Show differences between versions. Show side by side differences. Show three-way difference. Do three-way merge. Start a new shell. So what we will do is, we will install the package maintainers So we have to first select the terminal, install the package maintainers version. So that won't be much issue because this is only a single OS is there in the grub. So if you've got multiple OSs, better you should go with the keep local version currently installed, because it contains the data of multiple operating systems. But in our case, it is only a single operating system, so we can go with install the package maintenance version. So now the grub PC package has been upgraded and we can exit. So running the grub install automatically is recommended in most situations. So we have updated the grub package, and now we can use the grub install command to automatically do the updation and installation of the new grub. So we have to exit grub install devices. Yes. Okay. Continue. No. Exit. So we'll use this. So it will create a new image automatically. You can see it here. It is installing the grub entries, different kernel grub entries in the grub. Okay, so the newer kernel is available. Okay, restarting system to load new kernel. So what the system is going to do is, after the reboot, it will go back to 6.2.12, which will be the new default kernel. RT will not be the new default kernel. Right now RT is there. We have logged into RT, but if you reboot the system, the default kernel that will be offered for the system initialization will be 6.2.12 and not the RT kernel. So we have to say yes. Okay. So daemons using outdated libraries. Which services should be restarted? Debug service. You can say yes. So it will start the. Okay. Let's return to continue, queue followed by return to quit. Queue. Okay. That's it. So we have successfully done the system updation along with the grub updation, and you can see now there are no more updated packages available for install, and the disk size has itself reduced. The installation disk size has reduced to by minus 62.8 MB. So the disk image has reduced by 62.8 MB in totality. So now I will close this. I will close the this process viewer also. Permit. Now let us do only one thing that is pending is, let us try the different styles. I will do 2 or 3 styles. Let us go with the artwiz. So this is how the artwiz will look. Okay. Squared for Debian, squared green, blue box macro. I have shown this in one of my earlier videos. I think it was in Sparky Linux or what, I don't remember. But we have checked this out. So of course I will not going to go in much detail. So this is how the styles work. You can use the different styles available here. And with this, I will stop the video here. See you in the next video. Bye.